Greetings in the name of Yahusha Mashiach, Melech of Yasharal, Kahan forever, according to the order of Melchizedek. All esteem, honor, and glory unto our Lua, Yahuwah. This is Melech Shalama Trading, and right now I'm in a live trade on ES. And let me just break down why I got into this trade. So let's go back to the RTH Open. Let's see, where's the Epic Pen? Let me pull out the Epic Pen. All right, so basically, at the RTH Open, I'm looking at a potential accumulation structure. So it's basically, this is going to be something like the selling climax right here. We have an automatic rally. We have a secondary stop. We have a test up here, just a uptrust action, a little break above this high right here. Then we have somewhat of a spring. We come back, we test after the spring, entry long, weekly Camarilla S3 and central pivot as support, overnight VPOC, daily Camarilla S3, floor pivot S1. We have a higher time frame major sign of weakness that we're breaking back into a potential distribution structure. So we're basically getting some buyers in this this distribution structure on the higher time frame. So let's see. Right now my trade is at break even, possibly might get stopped out here again. Looking for VWAP to hold for some support. We coming back, we testing this major sign of weakness. Let's see if buyers defend. We have VPOC here at 64.54, VWAP at 64.52.25. We have a potential distribution here because we have some buy sweeps going up here. Not seeing any major selling right now from the volume pressure imbalance, but it could always sweep below VWAP to basically take out stops, like my stops right here, people who entered on this pullback right here. And basically, let's see here. Right, so we have the support from the spring, the bid supported up, they bid up just under the test here where my entry was. So this is looking like it's coming back to stop me out because we're not getting buyers here. We're getting some buying exhaustion. We are getting selling exhaustion as well. So in favor of the buyers, we would say that buyers would step in, or buyers are absorbing the sellers right here. We haven't selling exhaustion or selling absorption. But still the sellers are looking a little persistent right here. So potential stop out right here on this trade. And we're waiting for buyers to take us up to our first target here. It's a daily climax, buying climax level, 64.58.25. It's a little below 64.58, the daily buying climax level. That's a higher time frame distribution structure I labeled. Right, still not seeing no buyers underneath VPOC right here. Still looking like sellers in control, looking like I'm gonna get stopped out. They want to tag this this ETH VWAP. The buyers kind of disappeared after this buy sweep up here. We have iceberg sellers, a few stops coming out here, only one stop, 10 stops previously. We have a low volume node right here. We just want to see some buyers here at VPOC and push us above the structure right here. All right, we're getting another buy sweep. If buyers don't come in, this could be a potential distribution structure right here with an uptrust into this take profit. So I need to see some buyers come in here. All right, that's looking like a little distribution here again. Buyers gotta come in and support this heavy. We're at yesterday's settlement. Usually you get some reaction at yesterday's settlement. Buyers are kind of pushing up and stalling. Seeing some exhaustion up here. We hitting this single print, so I could take that off. So we cover the single print. This is first upper deviation. So we're looking for some buyers to take us up to our first take profit here. Potential liquidity target here at 64.60. I want to see, I'm looking closely at this reaction here at VPOC. All right, buyers seem to be holding the fort. Right, we're getting some movement above VPOC. Nothing too crazy. We had these big buyers push up here, holding at VPOC, coming back here again, retesting VPOC. So we're seeing majority buyers. We have an iceberg executed right here, nothing much. So we could still potentially get stopped out here. Still not seeing buyers really taking it up from VPOC yet. So this could be a potential reaccumulation structure right here at yesterday's settlement. We need to see buyers come in heavy, push us out of this reaccumulation. If this was a buying climax, then the automatic reaction is very shallow. So this is leading me to believe that we're accumulating here again for a potential push up to this daily buying climax level and pushing out of this higher time frame accumulation. If not, it'll just provide resistance and we'll push back down into these support levels, weekly Camarilla S3 and central pivot, golden pivot zone, and daily Camarilla S3 and flow pivot S1. Right, we see some volume coming in here now, pushing away from VPOC. We have selling exhaustion right there at VPOC. Could actually adjust my take profit here to this 64.60 level where there's a heavy offer. Right, we had a reaction right there. Sell sweeps at this daily buying climax level. We had a reaction, so let's see if buyers are gonna take it up again. Or if VPOC doesn't hold, I think I want to come out of this trade because I think this might be resistance if buyers can't take it up. So you see sellers are basically getting absorbed here at VPOC, yesterday's settlement. Let's see if they break. Probably tag this at 64.53.75 and probably push back up. If not, then I'll have to take a small profit on this and exit the trade. All right, so that's exactly what I was talking about right here. We want a little dip below VPOC, see some selling absorption, right? We hit that bid right there. Buyers take it back up. Let's see if they're going to hold this line right here. Right, so the bid is stepping up. We have buyers. Buyers stepping on heavy volume. We have some buy sweeps. Potential counter action, counter rotation back to VPOC to test VPOC again. Because with these buyers sweeping the book here, they might come back, test it again, then push up to this target. Oh, let's see if the seller's going to take control here. Again, selling absorption right here. The bid is holding it just under VPOC right here at this 64.54 level. We have the buyers. We can see the buyers are in here. Let's see them coming again. Take us up to this offer. So we do have some selling pressure at this weekly high volume node and this buying climax area. And you can see the reaction right there. Buyers are running into resistance right there. So they're looking strong, but they're running into a seller right here. So I gotta make a decision. Do I wanna take to manually stop out here, or do I wanna take on the risk of buyers pushing above these levels? Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Let's see. I moved my target, so my take profit. Man, I hope this is not a uptrust action that's gonna just come stop me out right now. If I didn't adjust my target, then I would have gotten a partial right here. So hopefully I don't get stopped out. Hopefully it's just a retest of VPOC. Buyers come back in, and we get a push back up to this target here. All right, it's looking kind of tricky right now. Looking like some distribution here at VPOC. Yesterday's settlement looking like it's going to tag me out. Right, so one of the contracts got tagged out. All right, so this is basically looking like it's gonna probably stop me out here. This is a 6 point trailing stop. I did adjust my target from this level at 64.5825 up to this just under this liquidity. So I didn't get my first partial there because it didn't get up to this liquidity level or this target 64.60. So potentially looking to get that target right now. All right, so I only have two more contracts. And it's looking good for ETH high. So let me just put it at ETH high. And let's see if we could get this liquidity up here at 64.8250. So this trade might take a while. It might go our next 15 minutes. Right now it's 10:14 a.m. Eastern time. So the IB high might be when we get the take profit. So let's see. The IB low right now is, what is the low right now? 64.44.50. All right, so we're pushing back up to try and get to ETH high. We have the POC, the VPOC at 64.54. We have buyers, strong buyers pushing out of this level. We have an iceberg buy as well. We try to attack this daily buying climax level, try and get buyers to push through this level. They've been looking strong, absorbing all the sellers at VWAP and VPOC. So we're looking for buyers to now come in again and push us out of this daily buying climax level, get up to this weekly low volume node, and potentially hit this ETH high. See, we have all these iceberg sellers right here at this daily buying climax level. And the reason I'm staying in this trade too is because there's a bigger accumulation structure in play right here, right? So we had all this accumulation in the ETH, and now we're basically phase E breaking out of the accumulation structure, right? So we would have selling climax, um, push up here, lowest point of support, another lowest point of support, and now we're pushing out of this accumulation structure. We just pull it in. Right, so this is the selling climax here, my bad. Selling climax, secondary test. That's the automatic rally. LPOS, LPOS, pushing out. As you can see, there's no real selling right here. It's only just sellers are just very minute right here. We have buyers basically taking control, but there is an iceberg seller that's absorbing some of the buyers. So they're just kind of testing right now because I think the buyers are strong, heavy accumulation in the ETH. So they're just testing to see how much selling is really at this level. So now I think they've actually bought into all of that selling. Now they're pushing above this iceberg. They have liquidity that they could see is not hidden at 6460, 153 55 contracts. So if they want to take it out, they could take it out. And this is also second upper deviation. We have a seller here again. This could potentially stop me out back here at VWAP if they take it back to VWAP. So the first upper deviation, let's see if we get some support. Right, so the bid is stepping up. The offer is also pressing down. So let's see if buyers are going to take on this offer here and push us out. So there was selling pressure right here, volume pressure. There was selling pressure. Looking like it's getting absorbed by the buyers. This bid here could get tagged at 64.54, just above VWAP, if buyers allow it to come back. Looking at the volume, is always more buying volume here. A little bit of sellers came in, volume pressure spiked. See, we're stopping right there. Right, buyers are taking it on though. See, right now they're sizing up this liquidity here, 172 and 150 at 64.61, 64.60. So once we break out of this offer right here, we should hit this target at ETH high. Right now it's looking like the sellers have moved out the way because there isn't much buying volume, but we're moving up. Right? So we're taking on that liquidity on the offer. We hit that liquidity right there. We're pausing a little bit. The bid underneath is stepping up. We could potentially come back, test this bid. All right, buyers not allowing the retest. They're supporting. All right. Right. So we have the retest, sell sweep 94. See, we absorb, the buyers absorb that selling right there. This offer is retreating. So we hitting this low volume node right now. See the bubble turn from purple to blue. So it's looking like buyers are absorbing all the sellers. This is the last purple bubble right here. More volume looking to come in right now. A bunch of buy stops coming out. Anybody who was short, they're getting squeezed right now. Whoever thought this would be potential resistance for a short, they're getting stopped out. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. We have an iceberg seller here at 64.60. Buyers are still looking strong. We had an offer try to creep in here. We're taking out this offer. They kind of retreated right there. We had strong buying into this iceberg here, a lot of volume. We had a buying iceberg just executed right there. The bid is holding right under here at 64.59. So the bid is strengthening at 64.60. Then they pulled. I'm gonna move my target just below 64.65 at this heavy offer right here. That's also weekly POC here at 64.65.75 and weekly top central at 64.65.25. So POC is 64.65.75. Buyers still looking strong. I want to take this all the way up to, let's see, where's my Other take profit. Potentially 64.8250. Gotta keep looking for any potential like distribution structure. This could be a potential distribution right here. There's a healthy bid right now. If they start taking out this bid, gotta be mindful of that. Icebergs supporting the price right there. So we want to see continuation buying. Right, so buyers stepped in heavy on the volume side when we hit that bid. But we do have an iceberg seller right here, right here, right here. So there is some selling right here before we get to ETH high. I gotta be mindful not to be too greedy as well. This is a nice run so far, so if I do see potential breakdown in the structure, I could exit and just take the profit on the day because I have moved my take profit quite a lot to the upside. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing a little selling exhaustion again, looking for buyers to continue their same pattern of that selling exhaustion and buyers coming in and taking it up. So we would have people taking profit and buyers just reaccumulating every time they pull back to like a bid. See, this bid is lighting up, so we might come back to this bid. All right, so we broke out of this daily buying climax level. Now we're retesting it. We have selling sweeps, right? We have selling spiking on the volume pressure imbalance. Let's see if that's absorption right there or if sellers are now taking control. All right, we're looking for some volume. We're seeing the movement to the upside, but we're looking for volume as well. Because if there's no volume, then it's just a retracement after sellers have taken control. We're coming up to the IB now at 10:30. So let's see if there's some kind of decision being made at the IB. I still think we're gonna get this ETH high though. So buyers have absorbed the sellers at the daily buying climax. We don't have much buyers volume wise. You see there isn't much volume. So this is still retracement territory if sellers have taken control. We do see some selling volume here, right here, and right here. Iceberg buyers trying to support. Right, as soon as sellers try to take control right there, we have buyers stepping back in. That's a good look. First, we got to get through this liquidity that just came on the offer right here at 64.62. So this is the first potential target right here that buyers have to take out. Let's see if they are making a play for that right now. All right, so potential break and retest right here at 64.60. Yeah, I don't like how that's looking structure wise. All right, it's looking like sellers taking back control. So if we do get like a shallow volume retracement here back up to this level, no break above, then I want to exit this trade. Let's see what buyers do right here, right? I think this is a decision level right here. Let's see if buyers step in to defend this or if sellers take control. Still giving buyers the benefit of the doubt. Now we broke below the buying climax. Still no buyers yet in sight. Not really seeing full takeover by the sellers just yet, but we are seeing selling volume, right? So we're retesting. Let's see if we have volume here on the buy side. And this level right here, 64.60. Just show you. Right, so potential breakdown, retest. Now let's see if it's going to retest. Buyers might exhaust again. Sellers will take control and bring it all the way back down. Right, we have some buying volume, looking like buying exhaustion. Looking like a little battle right here at this daily buying climax level. Buyers got to make the decision to absorb all the selling right now, or the sellers are going to take control. And it's looking like the sellers have it. Well, maybe not yet. All right, this is looking like a distribution structure to me. If buyers don't take it up, we have this buying sweeps going on here, and we have buying volume, but we're not pushing out of the structure. So buyers have to take us all the way up here, take out this offer to start convincing me that this is not a distribution happening right here. And I don't see it, so I'm out, right? And I think I'm gonna flip to the sell side, and let's see if we get some selling right here. Because it's looking like a LPSY, basically automatic reaction test, little distribution right here, another test, LPSY. Let's see if we break down this buying climax structures. So just flip short to the short side and let's see what we get. We might give back some on this profit here if buyers do come in. And now we're seeing the buyers coming in. So let's see. All right, let me throw on the sound effects and let's see what happens here. So you could hear the market pulse and the indicators go off. The alerts, I mean.
Boom. Sweep ES sellers. Boom. Sweep ES sellers.
Right, so we have a breakdown retest of this daily buying climax level. Let's see if the sellers are gonna totally take control, break us below VWAP and VPOC. Right here at 64.54.50 and 64.54.75. So you see, I'm not getting married to the long trade. I'm actually looking for potential distribution to exit a long trade. So we had that prior long trade right there. Trying to get up to this level, 64, 64.75, ETH high as well, 64, 63.75. Saw the potential distribution, a lot of buying sweeps
Boom.
coming up to this
Sweep
TC
ES
level,
buyers.
low
Boom.
volume
Sweep
node
ES
on the
buyers.
weekly VPOC, I mean volume profile, daily buying climax level, higher time frame resistance level.
Boom. Sweep
Now we're
NQ
seeing
sellers.
sellers taking control. Where's my first take profit? Did I get, all right, so it's all the way down here, 64.50. So back to this 2 week volume profile, low volume node is my first take profit, 64.50. Seeing some potential selling absorption right here at VWAP. Hopefully buyers don't come in and just crash out the trade. So we want to see some selling volume into VPOC and VWAP.
Boom. Sweep ES buyers.
All right, we're
Boom.
seeing some
Sweep
buyers.
ES buyers.
Let's see what happens.
Boom. Sweep ES buyers. Boom. Sweep ES buyers.
VPOC migration up to 64.56. Let's see if sellers apply some pressure here. Volume pressure imbalance is to the sell side, or the volume pressure, not the volume pressure imbalance. Right, the volume pressure imbalance is the darker purple.
Boom.
That's now moving
Sweep
down to the
NQ
sell
sellers.
side.
Stop
Selling
run
pressure
NQ
coming
sell
in.
wipeout.
You hear that marching right there? That's the sellers marching down on the market pulse.
Boom. Sweep ES sellers. Boom. Sweep ES sellers. Boom. Sweep ES buyers. Boom. Sweep ES buyers.
This could be a potential VWAP buy right here because it might be a retest of a bigger accumulation structure that we're breaking out of. So I'm keeping an eye on this right here. I might jump out of this trade if we start seeing heavy buying coming in. I want to see sellers take real control here at this VPOC level. We did have a lot of selling volume there, so we could have a rotation to the upside if buyers have absorbed here in the selling. Looking like some selling absorption here, man. Let's see. Yeah, I'm out. Right, so this is looking like a retest on a higher time frame. Looking like we're retesting the accumulation structure from the ETH. And I'm gonna take that profit right there on the day. So yeah, that's my trades for today, man. Um, Black Sun strategy at the end right here, but it's looking like let me just show you. Let's see here. Right, so this is why I exited this trade. So if this is the selling climax, automatic rally, secondary stop, um, lowest point of support, lowest point of support. If we do breakout, right, up to this level here, and then we pull back and we start getting buyers retesting these levels here, and we see buyers start pushing up, then it's a possible phase E retest and for buyers to just
Boom.
push us out of
Sweep
this
NQ buyers.
accumulation.
Stop
Right,
run
so let's
NQ
see
buy
here.
wipeout.
See,
Stop run NQ buy wipeout. Bang. Absorption NQ sellers.
right, so let's see here. What is this looking like? Buying volume is kind of
Bang.
heavy, man.
Absorption ES
Yeah,
sellers.
that's
Bang.
looking like buyers
Absorption
right there.
ES sellers. Boom.
I'm thinking about jumping back in, but nah, I think that's good enough for me. So wise exit and two wise exits right here, right? So the retracement would be too much for my stop to handle. My stop was over here on the prior trade, right? On the long trade. So stopped out here, flipped to this short entry. When we found selling absorption here at VWAP, right? I just flipped out of that trade, right? Took a little small profit there again. Yeah, and that's basically it, man. And done for today. All right, y'all, it's Melek Shalama Trading. Y'all trade safe and stay blessed. So let me just name the strategies before I leave, right? So this is a bowling green strategy. right? This entry right here, bowling green, after the spring. So let's point that out, right? So we have the spring, push up, retest, selling absorption, heavy bid, first lower deviation. We have weekly central pivot here and weekly Camarilla S3 as support. Took that long, went up here, saw the potential
Boom. Sweep
distribution,
NQ
exited
sellers.
the trade, took it short,
Boom.
found buyers
Sweep
right
ES
here,
buyers. Boom.
or
Sweep ES buyers.
selling absorption. Buyers came back in with some volume, and now we don't know what's happening right there. So we just exit the trade, right? All right, yo. So that was the Blackstone strategy. Flip into the short side after seeing all this buying Climax. Buying sweeps into the offer absorbing the buyers up here at this LVN. And yeah, took that Blackstone strategy short,
Sweep
kind of
oil
bounced
sellers.
back on me, exited the trade. Looking like buyers on a higher time frame, retesting for a phase E markup. All right, y'all. Trade safe and stay blessed. Shalom.